This video is in reflection and response to my observation of Ms. Kyle's Algebra 2 class. Ms. Kyle began the lesson by immediately following the Pledge of Allegiance and taking roll. She opened the lesson by using her Promethean board, and the lesson was about how to write linear equations using standard form and slope-intercept form. On the Promethean board, the background was dark blue, and she was writing in yellow to help contrast her writing for those visual learners. Throughout the lesson, on both example problems and in her notes, Ms. Kyle underlined the important information and points of emphasis. She differentiated her instruction by using the Promethean board and other visual aids throughout the lesson. Ms. Kyle used parallel speaking, which is telling her class what she's doing while she's doing it, for her auditory learners. As she started her lesson, almost every student in class was engaged by writing the notes and steps to the equations. One student repeatedly sneezed, and Ms. Kyle didn't let it disrupt her class or stop her lesson. She talked her way through the steps, asking questions to the students as she was explaining the lesson, and then applied the concepts to the problems she was working. She also verbally rewarded the students for asking questions and getting correct answers to her questions. Student engagement for the entire class and for the duration of the class was surprisingly excellent. Only one student became disengaged completely for any extended period of time. Half the students in the class were answering Ms. Kyle's questions verbally. Total of 5 boys and 7 girls responded to questions openly without having to be called on at all. Ms. Kyle moved from side to side in the room, and as she got closer to one side of the room, the more verbal participation she got out of that side. The students also understood her terminology and the routine that the class was being run with. I think the notes, open discussion, and participation went very well for Ms. Kyle. However, when she gave the class their in-class assignment, she allowed the students to pair up. This seemed like it was out of the norm for the class. They were not accustomed to this at all, and you could tell it wasn't part of their routine. Also in the assignment, she only gave the students 6 total problems to work, with 25 minutes left in class. In my opinion, Ms. Kyle did not give the class enough work. Students easily finished within 15 minutes left in class, and they were not given any extra work or responsibility for that time period, and she essentially wasted about 1/4 of the class. I probably would have given the students a bell ringer at the start of class to use up some of that time at the end, and I would have given more problems for the students to complete either in their classwork or for homework. Outside of those 2 things, I thought the class went very well. In being able to observe Ms. Kyle from a different perspective, it allowed me to look at all aspects of the class. I was able to look for differentiation, student engagement, ease of transitions, class management, and overall structure and operation of her class. I feel much more comfortable in my ability to observe a class and be able to see what's going on in the class from an administrator's point of view. Thank you.